Hey guys, it's Bear. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since I've done a gear dump, and there's been an awful lot of haversack challenges being circulated on YouTube. So what the heck, I challenged myself. So I brought my pack with me today to do a quick run through of what I have got in it. Now, let me start off by saying, don't do me, do you, okay? Doing you is the most important thing you can do, because what makes me comfortable may not necessarily make you comfortable. So take your kit, take your bag, compile your products inside based on your needs and your necessities, okay? All right, let's get to business. This is my bag that y'all have seen for the last year and a half and in earlier videos with Blackie. It's a basic military web belt with a military, it's not actually surplus, it's a knockoff, but it serves. It serves. Starting over here, I have my Blackbird bag here that I can pop off. My multi-bag, my mandatory Blackbird multi-bag. I can do lots and lots of things with this bag. Among them, I can gather fruits, berries and nuts and things like that as they come into season. I can also use it as a water filter for basic water filtering. What you have to do in this case is you have to soak it. Let the fibers close off, and then you come back and then you put your water in and let it drain. You still need to boil though. Don't forget to boil. Coming back this way, I have ranger beads that somebody made the cute comment first time I showed them that they looked real shiny and new. They are. They are. I'm not going to fool you. I'm not going to try to. The important thing is I know how to use them, okay? Whether they're shiny and basically unused or not, I know how to use them. They're not hard, okay? Moving back this way, out here in these woods where you see Blackie and me a lot, I feel it necessary to carry some defensive sidearm. I have mine right here. This one it's a standard military surplus flap holster. Keeps the weather out, keeps the gun in, works fantastic. This today happens to be a 1911. Following on around, I have a military surplus canteen. I have a carrier, and I have the cup, and a lot of things I have not seen on these loadouts is water purification tablets. Now, it makes the water taste pretty crappy, to be honest with you. But, I mean, you can have crappy water, or you can have Montezuma's Revenge. Take your choice. Put that back in there so I don't lose it. I think. Yeah, there we go. Now, coming over here to this side, I have 2 reloads for my 1911, and that's me, okay? I just have a thing for being able to reload twice. That's me, okay? Don't do me, do you. Moving on, I have a fixed blade knife. This is my K-bar that you have seen repeatedly. It's a good knife. I don't want to overtax it because, as I have said, as Blackie has said, back here they can tend to be a little brittle and will snap, okay? Attached to that, in this pouch, I have a Swiss Army knife. It's got screwdrivers and can openers and toothpicks and tweezers and all kinds of other neat things, because you just never know. Right here is my second quart of water, okay? This one I use primarily for drinking, all right? This one I use primarily for cooking, but I can work it either direction. It's not important. But this is my water. I like to have 2 quarts of water in the field because you just never know, okay? Moving back here to the pack, I have 2 pockets here on the outside of the pack. This is a homemade first aid kit. As y'all know, at once upon a time in my younger days, I was an EMT. So I just sort of thought I put my EMT hat back on after all these years and put together just a little basic boo-boo kit. That's all that is. There's nothing in here that will reattach limbs or start IVs. This is just a boo-boo kit. Over here, I have my lighting. This is a small flashlight. Let me come around here and show you. As you can see, I've got the battery pack separate from the flashlight. Don't ever store your batteries in your light because they'll corrode and kill your light. Okay, my holder for the batteries is here and it's intact. Batteries are in it, they're safe. And I've got it contained in a Ziploc bag. This is the boo-boo kit, okay? It's just an Altoids tin with some Tylenol, with some antiseptic wipes, with some Band-Aids, just the basic, okay? Nothing special or high value targeted, but just a kit. All right, going inside. Let me say this first. The comments it struck me kind of funny. Most of my woods experience is spent here on the farm. It's a fairly large farm, and you can have a lot of fun on what we've got. But I digress. Opening up, I have my German Army poncho, and also inside I have a whoopee. Now this time of the year, I'm not going to use the whoopee because it's just too cotton picking hot. Right now, shooting this video, the ambient air temperature is about 94 degrees and the heat index is about 109. So whoopee is just a comfortable place to sit on, thing to sit on. The poncho provides basic shelter, okay? You can put this on, sit down on the whoopee, and sit down and pretty much insulate yourself from whatever might be out there, be it a storm, be it just a cool night, whatever. Moving down, on this side, I have utensils, eating utensils that I can put into use. I was gifted this several years ago. I don't remember who it's from, but if you remember who you were, thank you. I have said that before. This is a very valuable little item to carry. It's just your basic knife, fork, and spoon. And it gets the job done. The name of the game is to get food to stomach. This is a great way to do it. But that's what's in one of the outside pockets. Over here on the other side, I have my fire starting kit. Now, in my kit, I have, y'all know that Black and I both are former scouters. Well, there's my Boy Scout ferro rod and a knife. Okay, it's on a high-vis cord, so if I drop it, I can go, ah, there it is. And not have to look around, where'd I put it, where'd I put it? Make my grandkids laugh. This is my fire kit. I've got a magnesium rod up here. I've got 2 lighters that I have taped off. If you're not careful with a lighter, you can depress the button accidentally and shoot all your gas out. If you'll just tape it, it won't leak. And then I've got some lifeboat matches right here. Those are fantastic. If you don't have any, go get you some. They sell them at Walmart every day. Now, here on the back, I have a camp stove, a sterno stove that you have seen. This is my sterno stove, and it has one of those newfangled wicks. This is not just the one that you pop the top and light the alcohol inside. This has got one of those wicks that concentrates the heat. They work fantastic, okay? To use it, you can set a cup directly on top, or you can just come like this and lock these fins into place, and voila, you got a bigger surface to put your cooking stuff on. Normally, I'm gonna cook in my canteen cups because I can immersion heat in them. I can get food out of my pack. I'm gonna show you that in a minute. But very, very useful resource if you can find it. And they go back in that easy. Going into the inside, I like to take reading material with me to the woods. This is a Gideon's Pocket New Testament. This is a copy of the Constitution. Makes for good reading, and it's not boring. Now, hygiene in the field is very important. This is what I carry. These are called dude wipes, and they're available at big box retailers, and they're not expensive. Okay, you can buy a whole pack of them and be taken care of for the whole season. These have been riding with me for a while. They're still moist and pliable, but like I said, this is a compact way to stay clean. I have, if I can get it out, I have a journal in case I want to record what's going on. Twine. This is just bank line. This is just a roll of bank line. You can do pretty much anything that you really want to do. You can make snares out of this, you can sew up your kit if it tears. All kinds of options. Now, one thing I just thought about, this bag is not designed for an extended stay. Okay, this is just a bag I put together in case I'm down here and nighttime catches me and the truck won't crank. Here's camp. If I have to spend the night, this is what I'm going to spend the night with. I have 2 of these meals that I bought down at Kaufman's. Now, I'm not real fond of these. These are the FEMA meals because they're all vegetarian, and I like a little meat in the diet. But they still will fill a hot spot, okay? That's why they're in my pack. I've got some regular Army MREs, some military MREs that I was mistaken. You can buy them. But, you know, I've got a couple of those that I'm going to break down in another video and share. Here in the bottom of the bag, I have oatmeal. This is apple cinnamon. It's one of my favorites. But this is 3 meals. This is 24 hours. Actually, there's enough oatmeal in this bag that I could probably stretch it to 2 days by itself. And then here, I have an old accessories packet for an Army MRE. It's got coffee and cream and sugar and toilet paper and matches. Just in case. I have a MRE. And you know, I've developed an appreciation for the MRE. It's a very, very good design. That's my MRE. And it fits right here into my bag, into my sheath, and clips on my belt if I need it, in addition to the K-bar. And lastly, in this bag, I've got this. This little bag is, it's a Yuko lantern. And I've got enough candles to last forever in about 30 minutes. But that's how you deploy it, okay? It can hang up on a tree limb above your head as you sit at the foot of the tree in the middle of the storm, just to give you light. There's nothing that I have found that is more comforting than a small light, okay? This will outlast the batteries and the flashlight 10 times, okay? That's why it's there. When that runs out, this goes out. Or I should say this comes out. Now I have a couple of options that I wanted to throw in just to give you some food for thought. I have a couple of different flashlights here. I've got this one, which is a standard military style 90-degree flashlight. Right now I've got the red lens in it, but you see that hook on the back? Well, on my shoulder strap, on my harness, there's a D-ring. Click, instant light, okay? That's why this is in the area. For those of you that have seen the movie Fury, at the end of the movie, after the battle, when Norman is hiding under the tank, under Fury, the Germans are walking around looking for targets of opportunity. a German soldier comes up and shines a flashlight underneath the tank, and Norman surrenders to him. This is that style of flashlight. Only this is not German, this is Swiss. You can see the little Swiss logo right there. But it is a remarkable little piece of kit, okay? It runs off of a battery pack, which is 3 AAA batteries. And I've also got 2 light bulbs inside it. 1, 2. And it just clips together like this. It's got a switch here, a 2-position switch, and a button here that you can flash. You can practice your Morse code. Not that many people do Morse code anymore. But it's also got filters, a red and a green. And you can push it up and turn the lens red. Pardon me. Or you can push the lens up and turn it green. Or put them both up and it turns a really kind of neat purple. Believe it or not, it turns kind of purple. It has a leather strap here that you can pull out, and you can attach it to the buttons of your jacket or your shirt or whatever to hold it in place for you. But those are lighting options for you to consider. Saw. Now this is not the big fancy one that's popular, the Silky. It's not a Silky. This is a lesser brand, but I plan on upgrading to the Silky. In colder weather, I have one of these. What is that, you asked? Well, y'all know that I'm kind of fond of picking up extra things off of YouTube or Facebook or whatever. This is one of those Patriot sleeping bags. The Mylar ones, they're amazing. Okay, let me just say that. If you are worried about freezing to death in the middle of the winter, this will slow down the process. I can't tell you, I'm not going to tell you that it will keep you from freezing, but it will help because the Mylar on the inside reflects your body heat back in. It's very compact and will go into the pack and you won't even notice it being there. Okay? I've saved this for last. This is a little thing that Blackie and I threw together. He gave me this container. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah. He gave me this container and challenged me to find a use for it. Well, I did. This, believe it or not, is my fishing kit. And it's going to be the subject of a video coming up shortly, soon. But you can see the tips right there of my hooks. They are held in with blue painter's tape. I've got, in addition, I've got floats, bobbers, I have weights for the line. There are 3 weights on this, inside this painter's tape, one for each hook. And then I've got a sewing machine bobbin full of 10-pound test. But it all fits in nicely, okay? Challenge accepted, and I think I did pretty good. But I mean, it all fits in. There's room to expand it, okay? We don't have to just stop here. But it weighs nothing, okay? With the things that I have in it, I have not increased the weight of this container at all. Negligible increase in weight. But if you're hungry and you're near a pond or a river, it can feed you, okay? Nothing makes a stay in the woods worse than an empty stomach. Take that from a fat man. But anyway, this is just a little trip that I thought you might enjoy taking. And I do hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a gear dump, and I wanted to do one for y'all. This pack, in complete honesty, is a little bit heavy. Most of the weight is here. And I can take a lot of that away by taking away the whooping. But it's a good loadout. I've covered all the bases. I think that's about all that I wanted to show you, and all that I've got to show you. If you would, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like I said, don't do me, do you. Okay? Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you down the road.